Okay, welcome to my little, I think this is like the fourth video I've done on this game. Um, but yeah, for Nightingale, and in this video, I think I have a really good grasp finally on the crafting mechanics. Some of it's pretty surprising, so let's go over it. Okay, it looks like a straight scrub. Uh, Yeah, so basically, there's going to be a lot to go into. I don't even know where to start unpacking this. So I got to, I guess, the end game of this, of Nightingale, at least as it currently stands. Of course, the story is going to go further and not. It's very interesting, would be one way to put it. Um, One thing that I have a major issue with is, I'll show you once I get into it again. So understanding now how the crafting works, it's kind of pissing me off in one way how it was handled. Maybe this is something that missed them when they were designing it, whatever, but they don't do a very good job of explaining it, and you can infer it, but it's kind of like you have to seek the answers yourself, and then you're also hamstringed. So you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. So that's all this video is going to be about, just talking about crafting. As soon as I'm able to get into, I think it's my home base realm, which everything will be changing up now that I've unlocked the end game. Kinda, I was able to purchase, farm up some very easy, very easy to farm up a lot of essence, like really easy. But excuse me. So I would say don't farm in this game until you get to, then it'll be Captain Obvious at the end game, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and spawn in here, shut that door. All this stuff will begin replaced. So right now I only have the refined. I do have access to the excellent. Um, I'm sure there's going to be more than that. Oh, gotta pet the dog. But I don't care if he drops down. Okay, alright, buddy. Thanks. All right. So let's go over some things you may know and some things you may not. So let's really focus on the workbench here because this is the main source of my being pissed off. So if we go in here, you'll see, oh look, I can make the rifle, right? But yeah, I know how to make the pistol. There's a pistol, this 4-shot pistol here, Lancaster. So for the longest time, I'm sitting here going, why in the hell can't I see the Lancaster pistol anymore? Because all the checkbox. So those check marks are augments for the crafting station that will unlock the ability for that crafting station to be able to make that item. Does this kind of make sense? So let's go over this refined workbench. So let's say I want to look at guidebook crafting, and I want to go down to, well, I already figured this out, so I look at the chase spot rifle. It can be crafted at the following benches, either an excellent or refined, and you have to have a cannon or crude ammo box as an augmentation for the bench for the recipe to be showing up for it to craft, right? Alright, so why is it that my revolver is not showing up, right? Here, let's go down here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I just got a bunch of new stuff. Say it's the Porter pistol. Okay, so this requires the simple saddle rack. Now here's a problem with this. That's right behind me, right? So here's the saddle rack right there, right? Why is it that I'm not able to make it? Well, that's because the workbench doesn't have enough refinement slots for it. So you're now forced into a situation where you have to set aside enforcements or augmentations for the workbench to be able to craft the item you want. It's the stupidest, most silly thing I've seen. So almost today. So it's almost like I'm gonna basically have to craft like say a shelving unit over here, and then maybe even shift all my crafting off this direction, so that way I can have crafting things that I no longer need or I'm not going to be using over here, so they're not taking up these slots, right? It's utterly idiotic. I do not understand why they would do something this moronic, in my opinion. But anyways, let's also explain uh, crafting in general. So crafting in general, as you can probably tell me, stands, you can see my guy. He's pretty colorfully colored, I guess we'll call it. That's because I went with, I want to say, stalker hide of some kind or something like that. It gave me an increase to stealth, right, in movement. But the material that you craft your stuff out of will give you bonuses to whatever you craft. Unless it's just a crude basic material, then you won't get any bonuses. But if you have, it changes the color though of whatever you're wearing, and that's your gun too. So, for example, it'd be this rifle. If it was made out of iron, I don't know if you can kind of see it, but let's see if I go outside. It's a little more obvious. It's got like a green tint to it, and that's because the rifle, excuse me, it's made from bombardier metal, right? Ingots. Excuse me, jeez, my throat. My apologies. It's a single shot. Now I plan on making better guns because I just went through this dungeon finding all sorts of craziness. But here's a good example. So look at iron. If you were to make something out of iron, it would add to melee, strength, durability. Make something out of etched ingots, critical damage, magical power. So the materials will alter the color and look of the item, or well, the color of the item, but also, more importantly, it adds significant bonuses as well. So as you can see, my backpack was made out of that stalker hide. That's why I got a higher stealth rating. I put in an enchantment on it for encumbrance. And so I have a decent encumbrance. Unfortunately, you know, you don't have that many slots in your backpack, so that's another kind of issue I see with this. Others, I just realized, why do I have 4 rounds here? They're the same everything, so why can't I restack the ammo? I don't know, there's some really weird stuff going on. So let's go ahead and holster that. Yeah, no, let's holster that. Okay. So I'm kind of curious to see if maybe it's possible that the developer didn't think about this interim step, going from a simple workbench to refined to excellent to whatever will come afterwards, right? Superb or amazingly awesome, whatever. So let's just see if that has more slots. And that, if that's the case, then they should be letting you know what's going on. So if you have something and you've unlocked it and you're trying to figure out why you can't craft it, you have your answer now. I would say go into your crafting, look the item up. Like, I think for the longest time I've had like this, you go to find tools, if I can find it. Full items, domestic. What is this? Okay, so to get this, I would need the excellent sewing bench. I have the recipe for it, but and then I would have to have a formula board, file display, or a vial display. One of these following. So it's almost like you gotta like tailor your workshop, and it's really, I don't understand why they can't, why the workstations can't see each other. Meaning, if it has 8 slots for augments, I don't know. Let's just say it's just kind of weird to me. let's go look at workbenches here. I probably am not going to have... Alright, so the excellent workbench is going to take 8 carved wood, 2 mechanical gears. Okay, no issues. So you can already see everything it's going to be synergizing off of, so... Alrighty then, let's get this down and banging this out. So 8 carved wood, 2 mechanical gears. Might have gears on me, I do. And I know I have the carved wood, so this will be really quick to test out. Okay. Buy an inventory space. Let's go ahead and throw that down there. That down there. Oh no. That sigh. I felt that sigh the character gave out as he became unencumbered. Boom. So that table is made, and what do you know? It's got the same problem. Alright, so that is utterly idiotic. 2, 4, 6, 7 augment slots. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I added one more augment slot. Come on, man. Like, seriously, this is really stupid. Think about just... Like, this is really idiotic. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so I've got all the chest pot, the Lee Manfield, and the Winchester rifle unlocked. Fortunately, this is so stupid, man. None of the pistols are unlocked because the pistols are probably requiring the saddle horse. Alright, so let's go in X mode, move this, just shift it here for a minute. Go ahead and delete this. Don't need it anymore. No. This is gonna piss me off or not. More than it appears already. So let's go into this. It's just when I say piss me off, it's like why? Why would you do that? Don't get it. Doesn't make sense to me at all. Such a smart game. Why make such a boneheaded decision on this? But anyways, let's go ahead and get all this stuff kind of moved out of the way just for a second. Get the crafting bench in there. And then, oh wow, really? It's not, is it going to align right? Yeah, well, I don't know. Okay, so is there... Okay, I guess I'm going to have it at like a canted angle. It's unfortunate. Whatever. Boom. This. Guess I can put it on top of the bench, right? I could also put this on top. And what did I move out of the direction? Oh, okay, so now I have to move this over here. Now I think, yeah, the upgrade bench doesn't matter, so I just put this in a corner by itself. It doesn't have any augment slots, just upgrade. So, okay, and this is already out of reach of some crafting items. Wow, it's get better and better. Alright, so slap that down, and now it has access to. Alright, let's go into this. Let's find out what... Okay, so now the pistols are showing... the revolvers are showing up, but you see how idiotic this is? So now the pistols have appeared. That's probably because I moved the crude ammo box, which broke the chain to the cannon. Do you see what I'm saying? So the cannon is no longer being considered in the whole interplay here. Yeah. So, range tools. This is so stupid, man. Resourceful tools, unlocks the following recipes. Refined hammer, missing hammer, ornate hammer. So, okay, we have to have tools here. Like, yes, we need tools. We need tools. Tools. The maritime, there's like a wheel up on the wall. So tools. So if I'm reading this right, I don't know, man. This is so backwards, man. It's just, and it's compounded because look at the sewing bench now. And that's why I've not been seeing other recipes in here, because what a cluster of them. So you need the crude ammo box for the pistols, but you need the cannon if you want to have the rifles, right? And then I don't know what the hell this does. Blasting machine. See what it connects to. So if I move this off over here, go to move it again. Yeah, that's where it's at right here. All just a guessing game out, so I'll just start putting this stuff over here preemptively. Free a slot up? No. Okay. Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me with this right now, right? Alright, well, let's see. Oh man, come on. This is... I can't even really... Like, this just ruined everything for me, man. Okay, well, anyways, let's see if I can't fix the problem. This is augmenting everything. Right, let's just put this over here. And then, does this augment that? Oh, of course it doesn't. Okay, so the bellows for sure augment that, so let's go and pick these up. And then we'll just put the bellows like there. It'd look cooler if I did some along these lines, actually make it look neat. Alright, and then the sawhorse is F all. Which makes a whole lot of no sense, but we'll just put this in the corner. The workbench is still maxed out. The sewing thing is totally screwed. Refined table saw. Alright, let's get the excellent one. Let's just start getting these knocked out. This is really stupid. Okay, so Calcurian stove. It's gonna go out on a limb and assume that that's, you know, better than the normal stove, so I have no way to know. Well, I guess I could go into crafting and find out, but whatever. Just I'm so over this right now. Alright. Yeah, of course I don't have room. Here. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna start sorting everything out. Enchantments chest. Ammunition chest. I don't have many friggin' rounds. I mean, maybe if I throw them in here, it'll auto stack them. Oh, what do you know? It does. What a joke. Alright. Turn the other ammo there. No. Okay. This is my ink chest. Some oils and potions, okay. Yeah, I was running around making space. Don't do what I did. Totally borked your game up. Because I was trying to make room and yeah, you just really quickly will run out of space. Okay, so I was keeping unique items in here. But that's not unique. Youth and hearts are not. Those are fabled, that's just leather. Fabled, okay. So what do we got? What are we working with here? Two grouped. Hopefully that'll help me make sense. So sorry. So go by actually this probably make a lot more sense for organization as well. Throw my pistol rounds in here for now. Throwing all vegetables and stuff in here, so ink. But